Two-stepping yells, let's go.
Dear God, don't screw this up.
Meneen hula.
Morning to you, Steph. Or I should say, evening to you. I'm sure you've been up all night. What's up, dude? Buenos dias. I'm trying to wake up this morning. It's been a long weekend. It has been a long weekend. Good weekend, but long weekend. Let's get some things. I need to wax this lathe.
Yes, here I was an hour early stopping my stream, dang it.
What? What are you stopping your stream an hour early for? What did you stop your stream an hour early for?
Val076 yells morning.
Morning, Val. How you doing, bud? Good
Two-stepping says I've been wanting to raid you.
What? Dude, you don't have to do that. I appreciate you just hanging out. Let's wax this dude. I literally, serious. I just now thought of that. I gotta wax this dude. It's a good way to start the day, right? Little wax on, little wax off. How was everybody's Sunday so far? Val, what you know, good bud? Ooh, I'm gonna need some more paper towels.
I know, but it's the fun of it, lol.
The fun of it? It's just the fun of it. How's everybody's weekend so far? Get this turned around. Turn the things around. I started another project yesterday. Well, no, actually Friday. I wanted to do something for Halloween. I haven't really done anything Halloween. And then I was going to do I had a cool little idea. Then it, of course, manifested into a lot more. Weird how that works, right?
Doing okay, not for stream talk. But
No.
how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm tired, man, but I am good. We are golden. Can't complain. Can't believe it's already Sunday, though. Man, it seems like this weekend is gone before we know it. I think we're gonna work on some bowls today. I really wanted to work.
It does go by fast.
It seems like it did. It seemed like it did. Yesterday, I tell you what, we had a grandbaby, and he did so good all day yesterday until about 6:30 last night, and he just about had it. He was done, and he let everybody in God's creation know. Poor baby had been sleeping well lately, and I think it finally caught up with him yesterday afternoon. So we had Tucker from, probably about 8 o'clock yesterday morning to about 8:30 last night. 8:30, and then it's been a weekend. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. I know my daughter decided. She said, "This is it. I ain't having no more kids." That was funny. This is it. I'm done. Whew, man. Got to be playing today, two-stepping? Besides getting a little bit of shut-eye?
It's the what you said when you had her. Lol.
Not well. Yeah. I've had two surprises in my life. One's name's Duck, the other name.
Plain old woodworking says, how is the shop today, hula?
Hey, it's good, plain old woodworking. How are you doing, bud? How are you doing, mi amigo?
Two-stepping says plans are unknown to be honeys.
That is exactly right. Every birthday for a long time, I said, man, it didn't seem like, but like yesterday, I was going, you're what? I think we're going to do a black walnut bowl this morning.
Plain old woodworking says pretty good. Finally modified. Fixed my smoothing plane.
Modified
Craftsman
features.
Studio
smoothing
says
plane.
morning hula. How are you today, bud?
Hey, Craftsman, how you
Cobalt
doing?
Reaver says morning, sir.
Hey, Cobalt, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Good morning, y'all. Everybody's doing good today. We're gonna eventually get motivated. We're gonna find us some motivation. Find us some motivation today. I think we're gonna do us a black walnut bowl. And who knows? I know we're gonna put finish on a black walnut yarn bowl today. I'm very excited about that. There. I worked really hard to have
Plain
this.
old woodworking says motivation equals coffee.
I'm on my second cup. Thank you for reminding me. I definitely drink to that right
Two Stepping says, well, you gotta share it when you find it, lol.
there. No kidding. No kidding. I think I did make up my mind that I think we're going to do, as soon as I shut the stream down, I'm doing day drinking today.
Craftsman Studio says morning at Planiel Woodworking.
I think we're going to do some day drinking today. Got really messed up plans Friday night, and then yesterday was tied up. And then last night
Plain old woodworking says, hey there, craftsman.
just one of those weekends where just nothing really kind of went exactly as part of it. I
Two
guess.
Stepping says, I'll join ya. Got a gallon of Fireball sitting here.
Ooh, my goodness gracious! You know what? I don't mind Fireball. It just doesn't like me back. My problem is I do like it. I don't like it the next day. We don't GR. I do have a cool project. Well, I think it's going to be kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to try to keep it hush hush. I'm not going to put anything. I don't know. I may just keep it secret. See if anybody can figure it out. I'm probably putting too much thought
Cobalt
into it.
Reaver says it's no fair Tahula has coffee and I don't. I'm going to fix that.
Let's fix that, Cobalt. Let's go, dude. Let's go. SWK, what's going on, dude? No, nothing wrong
D-Win
with
says top of the morning to Yarbud.
top of the morning to you.
Valo76 says enjoying my birthday weekend with some good old-fashioned Texas hula wood turning.
Hey, happy birthday, Val. Happy birthday, bud. So you do anything big
Craftsman
this
Studio
weekend?
says, damn it, now I want coffee.
I got some, Craftsman. I got plenty. I got some community coffee in there. Love me some community coffee. Good old southern South Louisiana coffee. Love me some community. Gladys, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. Gladys Steed. Thank you, Gladys Steed. I appreciate that. We're gonna get rolling here in a second.
D-Win says community coffee is so good.
Love me some community. Love me some community. It's good stuff. Hey, I found me a new coaster. It works really good. I got a whole stack of coasters sitting right here. Oh my goodness gracious! All right. So how was everybody's weekend? Did anybody do anything cool this weekend? Anything over the top? Anybody go like naked skydiving or something? You know, I don't know, racing a train or something. I need to live vicariously through some folks this weekend because I did a little bit of biography.
Mine can only be explained in pictures, lol.
Might only be explained in pitch. Oh my God! Should I be scared? Should I be scared? We're tackling this dude today. This was turned.
Plain old woodworking says Corgo 100.
Hey, thank you,
the
bud.
SWK says I got a new 8 inches by 86 jointer and got it mostly dialed in.
Oh, let's go.
Jason Wood yells, what's up, who am I doing?
What up, Chris? Chris, what the hell are you doing up this? I thought ninjas are out working all night long doing their ninja stuff. What are you doing up this time of morning, sir? Weechi, how you doing? Hello from anywhere. How you doing, Weechi? Chris, what you know, good bud? All right, hey, Chris, I had a crazy idea Friday, and then I talked myself out of it Friday night.
You know, same old.
Same old. Hey, I like that piece you posted up, dude. That was badass with the ring and the light inside the sphere. That was legit as hell, dude. And that takes a lot for me, Chris, to say that. I'm not a wrestling guy, but I like the fire out of that. I thought it was cool as hell. But I had a crazy idea Friday, and I talked myself out of it before I went to bed. I'm not doing that. Stupid. Have corona, but still alive. Well, that's good. The good thing about Weechi right now is pretty much just
Essentialman
cold.
says good morning from Conroe, Texas.
Hey, howdy from
D-Win
Texas,
says I pulled
Texas.
everything out of the garage. Minus stuff on the workbench and top shelving and pressure wash the floor.
Nice.
Shiss
nice.
on Wood asks what's the idea.
Well, I want to do some Halloween, Chris. I want to do some Halloween, and in my head, I keep seeing a lidded video box with a skull, like literally like a carved skull with a candle on top of it. You know, something you see in like some kind of, I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe's little room or something like that.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I literally saw it, Chris. I saw it in my head. And then I was like, oh my God. I wonder.
D-Win says my body is asking me what in the holy hell was I thinking.
What, AD, it's like, let's get physical, let's get moving, let's get doing something. Then later on, you're like, holy shit, why did I do that? Trust me, I get in those all the time. So my ideal is.
Essentialman says lol. Two-stepping says AFK a min bud.
All right, 2-stepping. So this is kind of what I came up with. I don't know. I think this is. Part of me.
Wood says when I have an idea like that, I can't do anything until it's done.
Well, that's Chris. That's what I'm working on right now. I worked on this a good bit yesterday. So I'm basically. This is going to be so stupid. So the top is going to have the skull with a candle. It's going to be a pool. I'm going to whittle a skull with a candle on top. My ideal is this top here. I'm going to make it look like boards. I'm going to literally do like planks of boards with nail holes in them. Trying to figure out how I can get it to look like wood grain. So I want it to look like boards, right? And then on the bottom of it, it's going to have a heart.
Sick.
My telltale heart. I don't know why. I got telltale heart stuck in my freaking head. And my telltale heart will not get out of my head. So that's what I worked. Still got to do the backside of it. But that's what I've been working on yesterday. When
Love the details on that base.
Well, I was trying to look like something. I was trying to. The boards. I'm really worried about the boards, Chris. I think the board's gonna look like shit, but I really don't. I feel like I need to do it. So the heart's under the floorboard. Remember, that's where he buried the body. He buried the body was under the floorboard, like right beneath where him and the detective.
Got to try.
Got to try. Yeah, got to try. We'll see. I just don't know if anybody's gonna figure it out. I'm gonna put it on.
I was thinking the same thing with the hearts.
Yeah, I like the idea of the heart up under, the telltale. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. It may be cool. It may not be cool. Maybe
awesome
somebody.
Idea.
I don't know about awesome. Literally, I thought about it Friday. I talked myself out of it Friday night. I woke up yesterday morning and
You'll
said,
make it cool.
I doubt it. I mean, it'd probably be like, what the is that? Why? What's that on the top?
Essentialman says need my coffee and sausage cheese kolache before I'm fully functional lol.
Hey, sausage cheese kolache sounds badass, to be honest with you. And I still have a hard time calling them kolaches. They're still pigs in a blanket to me. They're just still. I have a hard time calling them anything besides pigs in a blanket. And then of course I go up to the little coffee shop up here, and they have kolaches up there. And I was like, hey, I'll take one of those jalapeno kolaches. I mean, a jalapeno pigs in a blanket, and one of those boudin pigs in a blanket. And he looks at me like a buku crazy rande. Buku crazy rande. All right, let's see if we can't. We're gonna make us a black walnut.
Two-stepping says, and we're back.
And welcome back. I'm trying to get some pieces done so I can get it up in my little store. Oh, I guess I need to change my camera over. Thank you, Two-Step, for shouting out my boy Chris. Rob! What's up, Rob? Let's go. It's bright and early this morning. We're not early to you. Rob, how you doing, man? 7 months. Let's go, dude. How you doing, bud? Golly, you guys are starting early. Starting early. Rob, hope you're doing good, bud.
Rob Ozzy 1989 says not much you.
Man, I tell you what, we're trying to find our motivation, and I'm looking
In
at
good you.
I'm looking at the bottom of a coffee cup, trying to find me some motivation this morning. I think it may be on the very bottom of this dude right here. Rob, how's your weekend doing? Got anything wild and crazy going on this weekend? And how's the future, by the way? Any kind of exciting news we need to know? Be heads up. I like surprises. Don't get me wrong. I do like surprises sometimes.
Plain old woodworking says bottom is where all the grindies are.
The grindies? Well, yeah.
The SWK asks, did you add an extension to that Laguna?
I did.
Essentialman
SWK.
says Folgers in the cup.
Folgers in the cup. I did. I don't get to brag very often about length, SWK, but I do like bragging about the 20 extra inches I added on the end of my lathe here. It does have 20 extra
Rob
inches there.
Aussie 1989 says future's good, but it's flooding in Australia.
Oh, no. Hey, y'all be safe, man.
Purple Daisy says morning boss.
Morning, Purple. How you doing, girl? Yeah, SWK, this is the one where I can actually drop this down
Dark
to this
Camo
section
Kid
here.
says morning hula.
Morning,
Can't
Camo.
stay. Sitting at the duck pond. Be good.
Hey,
Plain old
pew, pew,
woodworking says
Camo.
so bad news hula. With a silver lining.
So bad news with a
Two-stepping
silver
says
lining?
Marnin at Purple Daisy 977.
Yeah, you could drop this
Rob
down
Aussie
here.
1989 says yeah, I'm safe.
Good. Good,
Purple
good, good.
Daisy says literally just woke up. I'll answer that later.
I feel that, Purple. Me and that alarm clock didn't get along this morning. I'll be honest with you. We did not get along. Long weekend. Tucker was a good dude until about 6:30 last night, and he lost his
Plain
shit.
old woodworking says finally tried starting up my power tools from the flood. The lathe died.
Oh, that's horrible, Plain old work. What kind of blade did you have? I Soul Track. Thank you for that follow, bud.
But I still have the parts for the treadle lathe.
I got you. I've been seeing a lot of those on the Insta. That has seemed so cool, but ain't no way in hell. I am just way too lazy. I'm just like, there's no way. I appreciate it. I respect it. Ain't no way. Sassy Queen, what's going on? How are you doing? Come on in here, make yourself at home. Hey, Jeff, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? What are you
It was
doing?
a cheapo lathe that you have to clamp to the tabletop.
I've actually ratchet strapped one to my workbench here before. Just be completely honest with you. I literally ratchet strapped one, and not even making that shit up. But I did like putting giant things on a little itty bitty poor little lathe, and just sit there and just cry. Oh, let's get us a black African black. Oh, good lord. I'm not doing an African blackwood finial. I'm doing a black walnut
Purple
bowl.
Daisy says mistakes were made.
Yes, mistakes were made. That is a fact.
Rob Aussie 1989 says what kind of wood's the big log behind you with bark on it? The SWK says I remember that bowl launch on the little benchtop lathe.
I know, right? The big log behind me. This one on the floor. I got one down here on the floor. And I got some bowls over there. I got some walnut over there, which I was going to do walnut bowls out of that today. And I turned it to one side, and I saw a giant check running right through it. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, dude. You got to be kidding me. I got to get the bandsaw after some of that stuff. So I decided we're doing some twice-turned bowls today. Some already finished out. I love it. Accent. Where are you from, Sassy? What part of the
Rob
state you
Aussie
from?
1989 says it's on bench near the bowls beside you.
Oh, this dude right here. That's hackberry. That's hackberry right there. That's hackberry, and this is slippery elm and slippery elm. And I'm pretty sure this is silver maple right there. But it's once the bark's off of it, and I'm looking at it.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if it's sweet gum or silver. I know it sounds crazy, but the silver maple was dark like that when I first cut it, and it looks a lot like sweet gum. I won't know until I really tear into it. I was going to do a hollow form out of that, and who knows? We may do this here and jump on that dude right there and make a hollow form out of it. We are going to put finish on this dude here today.
Plain old woodworking says sweet gum is the devil.
I don't mind it. Plain old woodworking. It's actually Asheville. Oh, nice, Sassy. Heck yeah. Finish up some biscuits and gravy, warm up pinto beans and collard. Sassy. You straight up talking dirty. I flat out now you talking the love language right there. Sassy, how you doing? I love it. Dude, I've made some really nice pieces out of sweet gum. I've made some really nice pieces.
I don't like the tree and all the sweet gum balls.
I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still got 5 on my property. And I've already cut down 2. I already cut down 2. But no, I mean, it's a love-hate though, plain old woodworking. So I live in Northeast Texas, right? So it gets hot
Purple
as hell
Daisy
here.
says sweet gum sure makes some pretty stuff.
It does. It gets hot as hell and humid as hell up here. So when it's like, I mean, there's nothing about 116 heat index with like freaking, I don't know, 75% humidity. Now on my front yard, it's hotter than devil's taint. You go in the backyard up under all those sweet gum trees, those big old leaves. It's 20 degrees cooler in the back patio. So it's a love-hate relationship. Yeah, It's kind of like a relationship with somebody that they're not. You love them to death, but they're not perfect. They got these little quirks that just piss you the hell off sometimes. But it's one of those things there.
Plain
Had to move
old
to
woodworking
Maryland.
says, although I like calling it Starleaf lol.
Starleaf, I don't. The sweet gum balls are a pain in the butt right around February, March. They get to be a big pain in the butt. But other than that, I like the tree. I don't. There's just beautiful leaves. It's a pretty tree. Sweet gum balls not so much. Makes pretty pieces, and it cools the hell out of my backyard. So it's a love-hate relationship. Hey, Purple, check this out. We're putting finish on this dude today. It is done. That is a pretty black walnut. I cannot wait to put finish on this dude today. Cannot wait to put finish on this dude today. That's going to be a gorgeous. I spent, man, a good part of a whole day getting that thing there wrapped up. We may rough out get another one kind of squared away today, so I can do that off stream as well. I guess we need to get working, don't we? I guess I got to get motivated.
Essentialman says, yup, I know about the heat in Conroe too.
Yeah, it gets hot, man. It gets hot, and it's when I first moved here in the Sweet Gum Bowls, I was like, I hated those trees. I was like, I'm gonna cut every damn one of them down. But the more it's kind of like it's weird how life is, where something can be such a pain in the butt.
Two-stepping says, I threw you all my motivation. I am pooped.
You're pooped.
Rob Aussie 1989 says it gets hot in Australia too.
It gets hot all kinds of places. Man. But I don't know. It's like I look at it a lot differently now than I did when I first moved in here. Maybe I got a little older. Maybe you can find negative and ugly no matter what direction you look. But sometimes you got to appreciate what things
Essentialman
really
says
are.
record heat last June and July.
Was it Essential? I want to say we had pretty hot. We had probably nearly about a month with over 100 degrees heat index here, but it didn't still. But it just hit really hard. But that saying though, Essential, the last 3 or 4 years
May was second hottest.
We've had a really mild summer the last 2-3 years. I mean, the last 2-3 years in Texas, we've had really mild summers, super mild. I remember what was that like 15, 16 or something like that, where we had like over 30 days of over 100 degrees, not heat index, over 100 degrees. And that was back in 2000.
Last year,
14,
really mild,
15.
yes.
Come in to get hot in places. Mistress, how the hell do you know when it show up? I don't know how you do it, Mistress Mate. Good morning, girl. How you doing?
Two-stepping says, yeah, 14 was hot.
Was it 14? I just remember it was so bad. It was so bad. And it was like, this is horrible. And of course, every year everybody's like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, I remember the year, like, I don't know, like a decade ago or 8-9 years ago. It was a hell of a lot hotter than it is now. So, I don't know. I think we were due.
Rob Aussie 1989 says, yeah, our spring's good so far.
Ours too.
Two-stepping says
fall.
14 or 15, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember it was bad, two-stepping. I remember it being bad, and everybody was cooking. We were really, it's to the point where they were actually started doing a big PSAs and going checking on people because it literally it caused some deaths. I mean, people, like, it got so hot that people were dying. So, I mean, it got bad. So, when we hit like 100 degrees and everybody like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Like, dude, it's been hotter. It's kind of like, remember we had like the fuel was so damn high, like $5 a gallon, and everybody sold their SUVs because they just couldn't afford to drive them anymore. And it wasn't even like 6 months later, they're out buying SUVs again. People just don't remember. All right, let's get busy. We got work to do. All right, second cup down. Let's see if we can't make us a bowl. See if we can't make us a bowl. It's been a pretty nice fall so far. I personally think. It hasn't been too hot. I mean, today's going to be like 85, 86 or something like that. This is going to be the warmest day for the next week, the next 10 days. It's going to start cooling way back down. I just don't like it where it goes from like 116 degrees and drops down to like 32 freezing, because that's just yeah, we're in Texas. We're not like those epic Canadian folks who can handle that stuff. I feel like I just called out some people. I just called out some folks. Make sure these are still good and tight. Dun, 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 dun.
Shisson Wood says I was born and raised here. Still hate the cold.
I heard that, dude. Chris, you know the day's going to come when me and Hoop's going to come visit. I just know it. Me and Hoop's going to come visit. But I can promise you one thing, my friend. It sure the hell ain't going to be during the winter. I'm just going to tell you straight up. You will not see me and Hoop up north, the Great White North, during the winter. Unless I like really invest in some really good.
Rob Aussie 1989 says go in the summer.
Yeah.
Shisson Wood says winters are pretty mild where I live.
The
Two Stepping says I was born and raised in Texas, but I love the cold. Lol.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart, sir.
Purple Daisy says yeah, I don't mind a gradual temp drop. But
Yeah.
this stomping the brakes from 95 to 45 like it just saw a state trooper is bull.
Yo, no, right? Purple, you're not wrong, girl. You're not wrong at all.
Val Ferrer says dude this way too darn early sir. Go
I
back to
know.
bed you're drunk lol.
Val, man.
Marisol Wiki says I love not having a river run down my butt for most of the year.
Yeah. You do get kind of acclimated to the heat, though. You get a little acclimated. Val, I'll be honest with you. I'm not overly happy about being up early this morning either. That alarm clock went off, and it really kind of pissed
Two
me off.
Stepping says well I grew up without heat or AC, so I learned to snuggle into blankets.
Same here. Well, we had heat when I was a kid, but we had those little things, those little gas things over in the corner and stuff like that. Well, those little gas stoves. I remember having those when I was a kid.
With Soul says hola amigos.
Hola,
Two
Wazzle.
Stepping says Dearborns. Purple Daisy says space heater.
Space heaters. That's it. We had space heaters. Old space heaters.
With Soul says you were early. Mistress Ming says we had cast iron space heaters.
Yeah, these were. They had the little, like little ceramic grates in them, or little things in the front, waffle cones of sorts. I bet there's a pretty bowl in here. What do y'all think?
Marisol Wiki says no sin more exquisite, no sin greater than central air. Two Stepping says yep they are called Dearborn heaters.
Dearborn
Purple
heaters.
Daisy
Okay.
says I grew up with wood stove heat and a window AC in the living room.
We didn't even have that. I did not live.
Rob Aussie 1989 says we got space heaters.
I didn't have central heating and air in my house until I was 17 years old. I will never forget that.
Essentialman says just curious if you've ever worked in the metals industry like machine shops and whatnot.
I'm a mechanic, essential. I'm a mechanic by trade, bud. I've been turning wrenches for a long time. But no, I haven't done any kind of stuff like that there. All my stuff has been, unless you consider a brake lathe.
AAWOK nice.
I have run a brake lathe. Boy, I love.
Purple Daisy says my grandmother was not going to be hot, so they had a window unit air.
Mom just couldn't afford it. That was our flat out thing. Mom just couldn't afford air conditioner in the house. That was kind of like a luxury. So that's where I spent a lot of time with OK Bacon. That's how they kind of let me come spend my summers. I spend most of my summers over with Kevin. See if we can make us a pretty bowl. Hey, Purple, when you wake up, absolutely no rush or anything like that. I did post up.
Try to catch me
I did
hollering out to
Morning, Jacques. Double digits. Let's go, dude. Hey, 603. How you doing, bud? Let's go. Morning, Jacques. Morning, sir. Oh, good Lord. I wasn't paying attention what I was doing.
Rabbit Season 1 yells good early morning.
Hey, Rabbit
Two
Season.
Stepping says Marlin at Jack 54. The 603 says better once my sub puts back in half. Purple Daisy asks what do I need to do after coffee.
Hey, I posted up a new, a bowl.
Jock says Marlin everyone.
Morning, Jacques. I posted up a new bowl in the store. Could you double check, make sure? I don't think my spell checker was working properly.
Essentialman says when I lived in Avalon, swamp coolers were pretty popular. Purple Daisy says I'll go chuck it. Jock says at Purple Daisy 977 more coffee.
On swamp coolers. I remember the old swamp coolers. I want to say we had one. What was it called before it was called a swamp cooler? It was called something else. It may have been called a swamp cooler.
The 603 says so in quitting these until that bear goes away, implying everything in my power not to shoot it. S.
Yeah.
Two Stepping
I
says
hate to
water
hear
cooler.
that. Water cooler. Yeah, I think it was called a water cooler. I think it was something like that. It looked like a big, giant, freaking air conditioner. 603, I'm sorry you had to go
Jock
through that,
asks
bud.
water cool.
No, this is old school. This is like before. It's basically just like a swamp cooler, but it's not a swamp cooler. And they were like in houses and stuff. They would look like a window unit, like a monster, humongous window unit. That's what it looked like.
The 603 says that bear's done like $3,200 worth of damage over the last 3 years. This was the worst by far.
Man, I'm so sorry. 603. I know it's got to be tough. Have you
Two
talked to
Stepping
anybody?
says looked like an AC, but trickled water past a fan.
Yep, that's it. Hey, 603, have you talked to any like your locals, like your game wardens?
Essentialman
or...
says big unit in window yard. The 603
Thank you for the
says
good
Fish
vibes.
and Game and Department of Agriculture said shoot it.
Well, then shoot it. 603.
Nobody wanted to trap the poor guy.
Well, shoot him. I mean, if he's becoming a nuisance, he's tearing your stuff up.
Rob Ozzy 1989 says not good we don't have bears in Australia.
I mean, if he's destroying your stuff and it is really costing
Mistress
you a ton of
Mink
money.
says we had a window unit in each bedroom and a monster unit in the living room, but we lived with doors and open windows open and only ran the AC when it rained.
Ah, that makes sense.
The 603 says but we made direct eye contact and he was kind of cute.
Well, I only got two things to tell you, 603. Either learn to deal with it or take care of it. There's only two things you can really do, 603. I know it's frustrating as all get out, but you're going to either have to learn to deal with it or take care of it. It's one of those things. You can't... All right, let's see if we can't make
Wabbit
this...
Season 1 says swamp cooler. Evaporative cooler also.
Yes. I'm just trying to remember the legit name
Mistress
of it.
Mink says bear is good eaten. Just saying.
That was my dad's
Rob Ozzy
favorite meat.
1989 says if it is destroying things, shoot it or trap it.
I wonder if you could hire somebody yourself to trap it. I mean, if it's costing you that much money destroying that much stuff over a long period of time, can't you just maybe hire
The
somebody? Or
603 says I figure it'll wait a year. If it comes back then, shoot it.
well, hold on. Is there not? Okay, now let's talk about it. Let's talk about we want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what? There's all kinds of dog rescue places out there that will actually take care or find a way to take care for help. Say like dogs. There's got to be something similar for bears. Have you thought about looking out of some kind of organization that's literally put in
Rob
place?
Ozzy 1989 says hire Hula to shoot it. I'm sure he would. Purple Daisy says there are a couple of bear rescues around here.
Yeah, there's out there 603. Contact somebody who wants to, who's literally there, because if you don't want to hurt the bear, but you want it relocated, there's got to be some kind of out there that
The
you can get.
603 says I'll have to do some more digging.
That I would look into that. There's an opportunity for allowing the bear to live. You're not killing the bear because the bear's just being a bear, and then you can still.
Rob Ozzy 1989 says does Texas have bears Hula?
Yeah. Not as much as a lot of places do, but we do. We do have some bears. Bears and hogs and deer and
Essentialman says looks like storms
gators.
rolling in tomorrow night. Good, we need more rain umbrella with raindrops.
Yeah, we got
Graham
some coming
says
as
before
well.
you get on to me, I'm not staying, but just had to say hope you have a wonderful day. I am feeling better.
Good, Grams.
Ladies and
Good
gentlemen,
morning, Grams.
now introducing
Graham's gone wild.
Good morning, Grams. Let's get a big shout out to my girl Grams. I'm glad you're feeling better, Grams. Sorry you've been sick, girl. We'll do a little love us some Grams. I'm trying to go really kind of soft with this negative rate scraper and see if I can't fine tune this, finesse this a little bit, because I really do like this negative rate scraper. I'm not lying. It has saved me so much time and effort. Let's see how that's feeling. This is gonna be a pretty bowl.
Wabbit Season 1 asks, so how long did you have this bowl in the shed?
This bowl here is
Rob Ozzy
April.
1989 says, yeah, we got crocs and hogs too.
April. This was first turned back in April of last year. So over a year. This right here is actually a log that actually fell in the Cossatot River that the man actually was able to save. This is one of those blanks there. This bowl here has some really cool stories behind it. Like really cool stories behind it. Do I like that general shape? I like that general shape. This is going to be a handsome bowl, period. You know, sometimes we don't have to get all crazy and rowdy with things. Sometimes we can just let things be handsome little bowls. And this is going to be a handsome
Kenneth
little bowl.
says, morning hula and ganj.
Morning. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, bud? All right, let's try.
Purple Daisy says at Jack54 you can ask hula, wolf, or wanderlust. One of my love languages is aggressive instructions. Graham says, bye Yal. Jock says
Bye,
also hula,
Grams.
the thing that surprised me the most about the bowl is how smooth the finish was on the bowl.
Hey, I'm so proud you noticed that, Jacques.
Kenneth says looking for coffee.
I heard that, Kenneth. I heard that, dude. Jacques, all kidding aside, dude, I spend a lot of extra time on my and that's something that I really take a lot of pride in. And I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you noticed. Zulu, thank you for that follow, bud. Grams, I hope you have a great day, girl. You must have a lot going on. Much love. And if you're not following Crochet70, I'm going to say it again. One of the sweetest souls you'll find here on Twitch. Much love, Grams. I hope you have an outstanding Sunday, girl. And by the way, that right there, that Jacques, that is Danish oil and Renaissance wax. I love that combination. Just love that combination. Let's hog this dude out. How thick do we want to go with this bowl here? How thick do we want to go? Do I want to kind of be a thinner bowl? I really struggle sometimes with the thickness of bowls, and I know it sounds, maybe I put too much thought into it. Because I know everybody loves to go super thin on bowls, and I like going super thin on bowls. But I start thinking about longevity, and I start thinking about how it's going to be used. And this piece right here, I could almost see it kind of like a, I haven't even figured out if it's going to be a food grade bowl or not. I don't know. We'll go till it starts looking about right.
Rob Ozzy 1989 says like, could you use it as a fruit bowl?
You could, 100%. This is like epic black walnut, man. This is such a beautiful wood.
Two Stepping says let the wood tell you how it wants to show itself off.
What do we got here? Hey, Red, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. I don't want them to go too. I don't like them too thick, but I want them to still feel like it's like old school, not old school. Like hearty, like
Purple
not hearty.
Daisy says black walnut doesn't need to be paper thin.
No, I like to be utilitarian. I don't know what's the right word. I can't figure out. Hey, Red, thanks for that follow. I appreciate. There's a word that I'm looking
Essentialman
for.
says I always enjoyed woodshop in high school. Still have a cutting board and salad bowl one made, but that
No.
was a long time ago. Lol.
Hell yeah, man.
Jock says only 2 C's, not 3.
Exactly. Only 2 C's, not 3. Exactly, Jacques. Do you know what's something cool, Essential? Like actually making something with your very own hands. It just actually stuff that's actually handmade.
You
just
want
have
it to be substantial.
exact substantial. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I want it to be useful. I don't want it to be feel like somebody. I want somebody to be able to use it and not be so thin it feels like you got to be.
Essentialman says absolutely.
You got to treat it with like kid gloves. I want.
Two-stepping says timeless, exquisite, unique.
Yes, exactly. Just like me. Wait a minute. No, I was gonna say just like me. That'd be totally wrong.
Doc says boo. Did I scare you?
You
No, he's
almost-
the hardest person on Twitch playing with his hardwood.
But it's my morning wood. It's what I do. What you know good, Doc? What you know good, bud? See if I can't get a good clean cut off this thing here. Save myself a little bit of grief with sanding.
Ouch, I forgot my safety glasses.
Oh my Gertie! You know you're supposed to be wearing your safety squint right about now. Let's see how thick that is here. Doc, what you got going on today? What's everybody got planned today? Does anybody got anything cool going on? It's right about 1/2 inch. I think that's a good size. I think we can roll with that. I can roll with 1/2 inch. Let's clean this end here
Purple
up.
Daisy says destroying the office and putting it back together different.
I heard White Wolf. I was lurking White Wolf quite a bit yesterday, and he was talking
Doc
about
says
this.
just work. As always, paperwork is piling up.
I hate when that happens. Yeah, I heard White Wolf mention that y'all are rearranging the office a little bit today.
Shiss on Wood says got to process a bunch of walnut and cherry I picked up yesterday.
Oh my God, let's
Cubby
go,
says
dude.
what do you call a radio that only works in the morning hula? An AM radio.
Oh my God, did you, Cubby? Cubby! Morning, bud. Dude, I'm a little jealous. Chris got some fresh walnut and cherry.
Essentialman says my high school had wood shop, metal shop, car repair shop, and construction trades all on campus. It was awesome.
Dude, those were the good
Mistress
old
Mink
days.
says putting on leather and going to a Halloween fetish ball this evening.
Mistress, you never cease to amaze me, girl.
Shiss on Wood says got an 18 inches black walnut log I've slowly been bringing home.
What? Oh my God, dude. Dang.
Purple Daisy says I'm 0% shocked by that at Mistress Mink.
%0 shot. I actually had a big piece of black walnut up here that I thought was good. I didn't mill this wood here, just for the record. I didn't mill the wood. It was already dry when I got my hands on it. And when I got my hands on it, it was not nearly. Man, I've learned so much the last couple of years. Unfortunately, a lot of it I'm learning the hard way. So I'm gonna cut it down on the bandsaw, and there's probably some finial. Not, I'm sorry.
Cubby says I drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning, if I need to feel confident.
If I coffee, oh my! Did you, Cubby? Sir, you are out of control this morning, sir. You off this weekend, D? I think I can get some.
Yeah. Purple Daisy says Cubby is extra spunky this morning.
He is. I think I can get some bud vases out of it though, like those tall bud vases. Kind of sucks though, because I'm seeing 2 monster black walnut bowls right there. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so nice. And then I turned it over last night, and I looked at it, and I saw a giant check running right through the middle of it.
Alamander70 asks, in Burlington we have a problem with coyotes. They are biting people and they are destroying the coyotes. But yet early this year a family of coyotes, 2 pups and an adult, were seen at my workplace sipping, laying on the lawn there. Begs me to wonder if the coyotes that were biting PPL if they were not provoked.
No telling. How you doing,
The
Alamander?
SWK says, did you hear about the guy that got his coffee stolen this morning? He was mugged. Essentialman asks, ever had one of them bowls fly off the lathe?
I have.
Shiss on Wood asks, Burlington, Ontario.
I have. And it came off quite
Cubby
forcefully.
says that check is nothing hula. You know you want to.
No.
It will fix the issue.
Cubby, I don't want to,
Alamander
dude.
70 says yes, Burlington on.
I don't want to, Cubby. I know you're gonna call
Shiss on
me.
Wood says, hey neighbor, Hamilton here.
I know you're gonna call me a poor sport, but I can't, Cubby. I just can't. Still got bad memories.
Alamander 70 says I live in Hammertown. Two-Stepping says Hula tell that bowl that had a huge check to contact their bank so it doesn't bounce.
No.
Shiss on
kidding.
Wood says small world.
Thank you for the burner. Thank you, Two-Stepping.
Two-Stepping says burner.
All right.
Alamander 70 says it's Chisholmwood very small.
It's a small world after
Essentialman
all.
says I had a weird dream last night. Dreamt I was Muffalo and woke up exhausted.
Oh my God.
Doc says I hear water, like a waterfall.
But don't go chase it. I don't hear it. Oh my God. Good thing I peed right before I started the stream up. It's almost like I know you guys. And by the way, Doc, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the streams that you're used to.
Cubby says we are grilling crab legs and shrimp this evening.
Cubby, what time do I need to be there, dude? What time do I need to be there, man? I actually splurged yesterday. and I-
Pecan Brad says I walk into you flushing the toilet and talking about peeing.
What?
TMI.
What's good morning, Gabby? How you doing, girl? Can we get a big giant shout out for peanut bread, pecan bread? So are
Brad
we?
says that I like caching yellow waterfalls and
Oh.
eating yellow snow lol.
Oh my Gertie. Oh my Gertie. Gabby, how you been, girl? How's the baby doing?
Pecan Brad says barely awake but here.
I heard that, girl.
Purple Daisy says same.
Heard that. All right. Yeah, we are trying. Gabby, you know how they like doing that flush thing to make me have to go pee because it always makes it worse. Yeah, weird how that works.
Cubby says it's sad when $3 brisket is supposed to be on sale.
I snagged Cubby, I snagged yesterday a couple of ribeyes. And I got them mock dry aging right now with salt in the fridge overnight. And then I'm going to do the cast iron on the grill with the butter and the herbs. And I'm going to flash sear it on that. And then I'm going to finish it up a really quick sear on the grill. I've done that before.
Man, fancy pants.
Dude, I tell you what, I did that. Cubby, I did that like, man, it was like 5-6 months ago. It was one of the best steaks I've ever cooked like that, dude. But I just put a big cast iron skillet on the grill. Morning, Lingo. How you doing, bud?
It's a legit way to do it, yes.
100%. Lingo, dude. Good morning. 28 months, man.
Jock says, morning Langor.
Morning, my friend. There's the other Canadian ninja. Now both Canadian ninjas are here. Don't tell them, y'all. They're not supposed to be here. They're in ninja mode. But don't. Shh. How you doing, Lingor?
Spectre says, I've heard that no bueno is not welcome here.
No bueno. No good is welcome here. What? Good is always welcome here. Morning, Spectre.
Cubby says at Langor 1 at Jack 54 at Spectre 326. Mistress Mink says I am craving a root beer float.
Ooh.
Cubby says at Purple Daisy 977.
What kind of root beer, Mistress Mink? This
Spectre asks, did I make a double negative?
You may have. We're not going to call you out about it, though, Spectre.
Mistress Mink says IBC.
IBC root. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of an A&W guy. I can't help it. I'm an A&W guy. I like my A&W root beer. Love my A&W.
Shiss on Wood says can't eat a teen burger.
A teen burger? What's a teen burger?
Jock says I am a fan of ginger beer myself.
Ginger beer. I've never had ginger beer. Don't you gotta be redheaded to eat better drink? I'll shut up. I'll shut up now. Sorry, you don't fit the qualifications.
Mistress Mink says best root beer I've ever had was Barks bottled in soft water in Louisiana. Essentialman says I have ginger beer in my fridge roll. Purple Daisy says, Tia, don't think I won't throw a chancla at you.
I didn't know I was allowed to drink ginger beer. I didn't know if I was allowed to drink ginger beer.
Cuddy says I heard ginger beer is a leading cause of gingivitis.
Oh.
The 603 says ginger beer is sneaky good.
Oh my goodness. You ain't even right.
Shiss on Wood says teen burger from O&W. You probably get the Popper burger. Jock
Papa
says I
Burger.
like Bundaberg, which is an Australian company.
Teen burger from A&W.
Purple Daisy says
Papa Burger.
Bundaberg is good.
Bundaberg. Bundaberg. Look at all these new terms. I'm learning new terms today. I love it.
Shiss on Wood asks, have you not eaten at O&W?
Yeah. It's been a long time, Chris. It's been a really, really long time. We used to have
Two-Stepping
one.
says A&W burgers were good back in the day.
It has been so long since I've had an A&W burger that I
Purple Daisy says, Chris, I think those must be the Canadian names for them. Mistress Mink says I never knew A&W was a restaurant till recently.
it was back in the day, man, and you can go get a gallon jug A&W. I remember as a kid, they would go pick up a gallon jug A&W, and that was like, oh my Gertie, that is so good. It's just so good.
Purple Daisy says there's still one here. Shiss on Wood says possibly, weird Americans.
Whatever. Whatever. Crazy Americans. crazy Americans.
Plain Old Woodworking says it's in Canada too. At least last time I was there.
Oh no, I like. If I'm talking about fast food burger, I'm still gonna be going with the my Whataburger.
Purple Daisy says at Chisenwood I have 2 words for you, bagged milk. Jock says I have only eaten one when I was in Texas years ago and all I remember was the chilled mugs that you got for your drinks.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I do. Hell
Hubby
yeah.
says Canada is A-OK. The SWK says we just got a Whataburger near here. Two-Stepping says when I was a kid we'd go to A&W, get 8 burgers, 8 fries, 2 gallons of A&W in milk jugs and go to the drive-in all for under 25 US total. Plain Old Woodworking says Whataburger.
Those were the good old
Wood
days.
says bagged milk is the greatest invention ever. Lengor says A&W is the home of the burger family. Mama, Papa and Junior Burgers.
What the hell is bagged milk? Wait a minute.
Mistress Mink says tell you what I miss. Living in Houston when I was younger we had Der Wiener Schnitzel restaurants all over the city. Such good hot dogs.
Never heard of that one.
Alamander70 says bagged milk is a Canadian thing.
I've never even heard of bagged milk. I'm not even sure. You put milk in a bag?
Shisson Wood says in Canada we don't get milk in gallon jugs, it comes in bags.
Really?
Purple Daisy says it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Cajun Dragon says good morning.
Morning, Cajun
Lengor
Dragon.
says yes, we don't have jugs of milk. Plain Old Woodworking says it's also a restaurant thing.
That's so weird.
They get put in a thing we call the cow. Jock says the only time I see bagged milk is in cafeteria dispensers of milk. Spectre yells incoming. Just dodge.
Oh my God, just dodge. Just dodge.
Shisson Wood says I mean you can find it in jugs and cartons, but it's most commonly sold in bags.
Okay. Hey, look, done learn me something new. I didn't know they come in bags over. Look at there. Done learned us something new today.
Purple Daisy asks at Chisenwood what is it? 3 bags in the overwrap bag and it's roughly a gallon. Spectre says we're covered in huge man glitter and it's cool.
We are. We are, Spectre. How you doing today,
Wood
Spectre?
says we have special jugs to hold the bags to pour the milk.
Hold on, you got a special jug. You got a special jug that holds the bag.
Plain Old Woodworking says big metal refrigerator that you could dispense from by putting a cup up to the nipple like a fridge water dispenser. Purple Daisy says yup. A special picture that you drop the bag in.
Huh.
Alamander70 says and also we Canadians don't live in igloos either lol.
Y'all don't live in
Jock says if you get a moment Hula we need a wipe on the camera.
Okay. I thought there was only Eskimos lived in igloos. I thought it was only Eskimos. Am I wrong? Hold up.
D-Win says my eye.
My bad. My bad.
Shisson Wood says hey don't knock my igloo.
My igloo. I put a lot of work in my damn igloo. Don't you knock it. But for the record, my igloo is the envy of the tundra. I mean, the neighborhood.
Cubby says why are Canadian students so smart? Because they get lots of EHS. Alamander70 says we call Eskimos Inuit.
Inuits? I gotta read Cubby's again. What did you say? Why is Canadian students so smart? Because they get lots
Purple
of...
Daisy says Hula, your spell checker was just fine.
Okay, thank you. Hey, sweet. I didn't... the spell checker wasn't working, Purple. So thank you. I did that all on my own. I actually spelled everything properly on my, wait, what? I spelled everything correctly? It's a mad world we live in. It's a mad world we live in. All right. Negative rate scraper time.
I gotta send you the link on setting up the inventory to fix itself, but I fixed that too.
Did you? The one with the pecan bowl? I thought about just taking it off. But I thought about just taking it off, but I didn't know if it'd be good to have an example.
The Hackberry.
The Hackberry. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a setting that, you know what? Looking back, there's a setting I didn't hit right. I remember having that issue in the past.
Lengor asks, what wood is this?
Lengor, this is beautiful black walnut, my
Purple
friend.
Daisy says, yeah, I fixed it. It was 2 clicks. All good, dude. It's a lot of remember.
Yeah, I did that this morning, and I was like, oh crap, I got that bowl I need to put up on the store. Yeah, this is Lengor. This is that black walnut. You remember that the old man saved from going down the Cossatot River? That he cut it and pulled it up with the tractor up on the bank, and it sat out there for like 2 years. And he gave me the log, and he said, dude, the only thing I ask out of this is you give me 2 bowls. And so we fulfilled our promise.
Cuddy
And
says it is beautiful black walnut.
it is.
But it does seem to be missing something. Not sure what though.
Gabby, you better stop
Alamander
it.
70 says it's brown sawdusty wood lol.
No, this is going to, you just wait. Here shortly, this is going to be a this is going to be one of my personal favorite woods. This is going to be a really nice bowl. Here shortly. In fact, this here's cleaning up really quick. All right, we're going to switch our... Sorry about the noise, guys. We're saving sandpaper right here. True story. Let's find a little.
Spectre yells, I'm sure you had a kick-ass Saturday at Taxashula. It looked like you were all having lots of fun.
We did. I really enjoyed hanging out with my grandson yesterday. He was a good boy all the way till about 6:30 last night, and he lost his ever-loving mind. The boy just he said, I'm done with this crap. Feel my wrath. I don't like nobody right now. I'll be honest with you, I tapped out. I'm like, all right, rah-rah. Your turn. He does not, nothing I'm doing he likes.
Two-stepping says, what do you call 4 Spanish guys in a raft that's taking on water? Cuatro cinco. Jock says he got tuckered out.
He did.
Spectre says tapped out. Ha ha.
Yeah, he got started getting a little tired, getting a little cranky. Megan said he didn't sleep very well the night before. And he didn't take much of a nap yesterday, so I think he was just getting really kind of pissy. Just a little on the pissy side. That looks pretty good. There's a little bit of sanding.
Purple Daisy says he was DUN done.
He was done, and he was just mad at the world. I do know that flat out he loves Paisley and Rebel. I mean, he loves Paisley and Rebel to no
Jock
end.
asks, did Megan enjoy the free day?
No, dude, she was at a wedding, Jacques. She had to go to a wedding that she had to be there at 8:30 yesterday morning, right? She didn't get here till about 8:30 last night. That's how long. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Purple Daisy says she was a bridesmaid, right?
Yeah, some of these weddings are getting little out of hand because they're talking about send off at 8 o'clock at night, and
Big White Wolf says, and then she was undone.
she
Doc
would do.
says, yeah, I will pass on that.
Megan was not a happy camper when it's all said and done with. She said, "This is ridiculous. This is like way too much time. It's a really special event, but." She said they started taking pictures like at 12:30, and they weren't done till right before the wedding at 5 o'clock. And I'm like, hell no. Not no, but hell no.
Purple Daisy says, good Lord.
Yeah, I think some people are just going way. I think, you know what, maybe, I think people get more wrapped up of impressing other people with a wedding than they are what they're actually partaking in doing. Maybe it's just an old fart who's been married for 20-something years that...
Spectre yells weddings are surely special occasions, the happiest of times.
They are.
Not to be enjoyed for 12 plus hours.
Exactly,
though.
exactly.
Lengor says we'll be lurking for a bit.
All right, my friend. I think the most important thing is what they're actually doing. And I think it's just turned into such a... Oh, it's so horrible, man.
Jock says the last wedding I was in, we got to the venue just before lunch and did not leave until 9:30 or so.
See,
Purple Daisy says if you're in the bridal party, it's definitely an all-day affair.
yeah, I get that. I get that. It's just, I don't know.
Cubby says I cannot understand why any couple would want to go in debt 20k for one day. Not a good way to start your life.
I gotta agree with you there, Cubby. If I do it all to go, we didn't have a huge wedding. Ours was kind of a small wedding.
Purple Daisy says we ain't doing it, Cubby.
I'll remember two things. Well, I remember three things. I remember that my brother dropped the wedding ring. Miss Hoop's wedding ring. No, Miss Hoop dropped the wedding ring, and it hit the steps and rolled up under the pew. My brother had to go get
Hoop
it.
in her dress, the dropped ring, and the clear dress.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's 100% it. That's all I remember of my wedding. I remember how good my wife's tits look in her dress. I remember my wife dropping a ring, and I remember one of her friends wearing a see-through dress. And I remember sitting there like, I'm sitting at my
Jock
own
says
wedding.
no.
It's true story, Jacques. That's all I remember out of the whole entire event. That's all I remember.
Two-stepping asks that drunk, huh?
No, I just kind of over the time. It's just
Spectre says plus, Hula, your wedding was probably inexpensive. The guy with the gun who got you and kept you there was a friend, so he charged very little.
Ours was just a small, simple wedding. The bad part about it is,
Purple Daisy says at Spectre 326 Kevin would have done it for free. Jock says took some sheer willpower not to stare.
Yeah, right,
Two-stepping
yeah.
says no, I hear ya. I only have glimpses of my wedding as well.
I don't know. I just think in the grand scheme of things, it's not what's really important. It's not what's important. It's literally, it's like, it's just not important. It's just, I don't know. The ceremony is kind of a cool way to basically announce it to everybody and make it official, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not what's important. I think we'd do it all over again. I'm eloping. No lie. We'll freaking elope. Well, I'm not doing it ever again. I'm done. I am officially done. Miss E decides she's leaving. I have to figure out where we're going. But she ain't going nowhere without me. I am done.
Spectre yells and now for the short version. Cubby says paying 6k for a dress that she wears for a couple hours is a sound financial decision, lol.
Well, I mean, I understand it's a big day. I totally get it's a big day. And a lot of...
Purple Daisy says it's Spectre 326 do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good. You're married. Kiss her.
Pretty much.
Plain old woodworking says I mean I will buy my suit for the day. Two-stepping says, oh lord, the morgue is at it again.
The morgue's at it again.
Plain old woodworking says if it's a reason to own tails, I am taking it.
I don't know. See, if there's one thing that I could buy that I really just want to buy,
Spectre says at Purple Daisy 977 LOL perfect purple.
is a Zoot. I want one of those Zoot suits. You know those old suits they used to, like the old kind of gangster suits? I've always wanted one of those suits. I don't wear suits, but I'd own one of those. Don't know why. I just think they're cool. And I don't like suits. I do own like two
Two-stepping
types.
says Morg, half man, half dog. At Spectre 326 is his own best friend.
Oh, I got you. Oh,
Cubby says Zoot Suit Riot.
Zoot Suit Riot, Riot. Pass me a bottle of beer. Zoot Suit Riot, Riot.
Plain old woodworking says I used to teach swing dance. On the topic of zoot suits.
You see, sweet. Let's go. Hell yeah. Zoot Suit Riot,
Purple
Riot.
Daisy says I would love to learn that at Plain Old Woodworking. Plain Old Woodworking says been years though. Spectre says Bath. Not in here you don't, mister. This is a Mercedes. Plain Old Woodworking says still dance when we can.
We got to figure it out, guys. Do you want to do a food grade finish on this here, or do I want to do a standard Danish oil finish? I love black walnut with Danish oil on it. I just love black walnut with Danish oil on it.
Cubby says I made my alert with Calvin and Hobbes swing dancing to Hey Pachuco.
You're rowdy, sir. You're rowdy.
Spectre says send out for the tongue oil.
Sit down for the tongue oil. I don't think we'll want any tongue oil on it. Don't tell Grandpa though. Zoot Suit Riot. No, I got that song stuck in my head now. Pass me a bottle of little itty bitty 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 bit. Tear out
Purple
right here.
Daisy says you did that to yourself this time.
Did I? I know somebody else said Zoot Suit Riot. It's not my fault. Somebody said Zoot Suit Riot. And I heard it. And the song, it just instantly popped in my noggin.
Plain Old Woodworking says that was Cubby.
That was Cubby. Thank you. Thanks, Cubby. Thanks, Cubby.
Cubby says rumors.
Hashtag fake news. What do y'all think? Food grade or durable grade finish on this dude here? I don't think I've done one of these with food grade on it yet.
Spectre says time to drop the link for Zoot Suit Riot.
Zoot Suit Riot, Riot, pass me a bottle of beer.
Two-stepping says this one, durable, next one food grade.
Well, this one right here doesn't have any kind of knot holes that I'd be worried. Well, there's one right, there's an itty bitty one right there, which would still be all right. Let that fan start blowing that stuff out of my face.
Cubby says the one you made me was food grade.
The one, oh my goodness. Are you sure, Cubby? Hell, I don't remember. Cubby, I blanked that one out, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think I subconsciously totally blanked out that bowl. It's like one of those things, like, you know, go talk to, like, I'll talk to like a shrink or something like that, reliving traumatic parts of my life, and like it'll be like showing those little things where you open it up and you got to figure out what the smudge is, and it'd be like What do you see? Epoxy. Resin.
Two-stepping says that ink blot is Cubby's bowl.
Cubby's bowl. Cubby's bowl. Pretty much. That damn bowl. That damn. Hey, is it all right? So me and Miss Sue, we stumbled across.
Mistress Mink says how the rumors get started. They're started by the jealous people and they get mad seeing something they had in somebody else's holding.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong. So me and Miss Sue found a show. Does anybody else watch Ghost? I think it's on Amazon. The show's called Ghost. It is just like goofy as all get out, and I don't know why, but me and Hoop have been really enjoying watching this lighthearted, goofy show on Amazon. Is anybody else watching that? Zeus, riot, riot.
Two-stepping says, so Hula, what's your opinion of sweet snacks? HEB has these honey cheese puffs. Oh my lord, are they addictive?
Honey cheese
Jock
puffs.
says, I watched the first episode of Sandman last night on Netflix.
Sandman, how was it? We actually watched The Watchers. A couple episodes of The Watchers last night. That was kind of a trippy show. Why is it? Hey, 27. Why did I automatically think of Bucky's Nuggets when you mentioning that? That made me think of Bucky's Nuggets. Now I want some Bucky's Nuggets.
Hubby says I posted a couple of clips in your Clubhouse Discord chat for you, Hula.
All right.
Two-stepping says, no idea, bud. Spectre says, what is that show Ghost about? Jock says it was interesting. I will give it at least one more episode before I make my decision.
Okay.
Mr. Bullrider yells, howdy, Hula and
Hey,
Cat.
what's up,
Cajun
Bullrider?
Dragon says, beaver nuggets yummy.
I know, I
Purple
like it.
Daisy asks, do we need to bring you beaver nuggets when you come through?
You can.
Mistress Ming says the Tuesdays rings are so good. Jock says, I also was thinking of Bucky's beaver nuggets.
My kid sister calls them Bucky's Nuts. That's what my little kid sister calls them. She's going to come out and get us a Bucky's Nuts. I'm like, dang, sis.
Mr. Bullrider says at two-stepping I am addicted to their Carolina Reaper ones. Shiss on Wood says wife and I watch Sandman. We like cheese.
We like cheese.
Ruger wife says good morning all.
Morning. Morning, Miss Ruger. Bullrider, how you doing today, bud? Oh, you say it's a cheesy show, Chris?
Jock asks at Shizenwood, did you enjoy it?
You guys were up early this morning. Look at all you guys. I'm so proud of y'all up moving around, getting the day rocking and rolling. Either that or you're...
Two-stepping says the Reaper ones are good, but shamefully I must say the honey cheese puffs are my kryptonite. Shiss on Wood says yeah, a bit cheesy, but was fun enough.
I got you. That's how Ghost is for us. The show Ghost, it's kind of cheesy. It's very cheesy, but I can't help but laugh at the damn show. I think we need some of that. We need more of that nowadays. Just lighthearted, you know. It's just ridiculously stupid, but I can't help but actually enjoy watching. I guess I think it is. It's just so lighthearted. Everything's so serious nowadays. And I like it. I really do like Ghost. As much
Big
as
White Wolf says I found The Watcher making me paranoid.
Me
Spectre
too!
asks is Ghost where the girl had died on her prom night.
No, Ghost is where a couple inherit a house, a really badass house, and they decide to move from New York into this house and turn it into Airbnb. And it turns out the house literally has ghosts, literally, and it's just a slapstick, kind of like a funny, goofy humor. There's like a a barbarian or like a Viking there. There's an Indian there. There's a
Two Stepping says
colonial.
I thought that was Beetlejuice.
No, it's a
Jock
series.
says I cannot wait until the next season of The Witcher to come out. Big White Wolf says I like the BBC version better.
BBC has a version of it as well. Are you talking about The Watcher? The Watchers? Yeah, Watchers is kind of. We watched a couple episodes last night. I was going to watch another one, but I realized it was 10
Ghost.
o'clock. Oh, there's a British version of Ghost. Okay. I thought it was funny. I thought Ghost was funny. I haven't seen the British version of it. But the Continental Soldiers, dude, it's funny.
Yeah, both versions are funny.
It's just good, lighthearted, funny stuff, man. And I really need a lot more of that in my life, to be honest with you.
Did you make it into the basement yet?
Yes, yeah, I've been in the basement. They fix it. Don't turn off the lights. Oh, you turned off the lights. Uncouth Studios. Thanks for that follow, bud. I appreciate that.
Lol.
Oh, he turned off the lights. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's kind of dumb, but you can't help but really enjoy watching the darn show. We'll probably watch some more today. Don't turn off the, oh. Yeah, we watched the one where the Scoutmaster, or I forgot what he is, kind of like a Scoutmaster, where it was his episode. That was kind of funny. Remember, boys and girls, never point a fledged bow down target until everybody is.
Lol, how he got an arrow in him.
Yeah,
Lol.
that was funny, dude. That was a funny one. And here is be. We're like, it's so ridiculously done, but we're here just laughing at it because it's just funny. It's just. Yeah, we watched that there. We saw the one where the gazebo caught on fire for Halloween. God, that's such a stupid show, but I like it. All right, we're at 3:20, guys.
Lady Virgo Trot says early morning stream.
Good morning,
Good
lady.
morning.
Good morning. How are you doing? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think maybe next month we'll move it up to more of a. We started doing the early streams during the summer when it was really, really hot, so we can get a decent stream in on the weekends, and we're out of the
Two
shop.
Stepping
It's
says
really hot.
3:20. I have
Red!
8:21 and lol.
8:21 a.m. It's 8:21 right now. Red! Good morning, dude. 32 months, dude. Let's go. Big giant shout out to my boy Red. Morning, bud.
Lady Virgo Tarot says 7:20 a.m. here.
7:20 there. Just 54. Oh my God. 54. Gustav, how you doing, brother? Red, what you know, good man? How are you doing, guys? Let's get this right here. We actually
Red
started
Baron says it 2:20 p.m. here, so lunchtime.
lunchtime. Dude, I got up super early. I got up at 5 this morning so we can go live at 7. I didn't like my alarm clock. Red, I ain't gonna lie. This morning, me and the alarm clock, we weren't seeing eye to
Gustav
eye.
says I'm a hungover piece of poopy.
I behaved myself last night, Gustav. I had 4 Guinness is all I had last night. And all 4 of them were really good. Really, really good. Oh my goodness.
Purple Daisy asks at Gus for us were dog beds involved.
Shame. I gotta pee.
Gustav says almost.
Almost? Okay, it came that close. Let me pee real quick, guys. Red, thank you so much. Gustav, I appreciate you, brother. Red, what's for lunch? Well, hold on. Let me go pee real quick, because I do got to pee. I have drank some coffee and a big old thing of water this morning for he was trying to clean up. I do got to pee. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, we've been live for, wow, going an hour and a half now.
Red Baron says not sure yet.
Not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably have leftovers. I did a Cajun tenderloin on the smoker yesterday that I injected with all that butter Creole stuff. I just shot it up with butter Creole, and then I put some stale cracker two-step, Cajun two-step on top of it. And I put it on the
Cajun
smoker.
Dragon says yummy.
It was good, Cajun Dragon. It was good. But by
Red Baron says damn that sounds good.
and then it was I smoked it with mesquite, so I knew it wasn't going to smoke very long. So I did a little mesquite and hickory smoke on it, so that it will have a good little. I don't like it super
Two-stepping
bite.
asks what did I do?
What did you did do nothing? I got to pee, guys. Give me 1 second. Uno momento. Be right back. Let's make sure we get a giant shout at my boy Red Baron. Hey, I'm sorry, Gustav. Did I say two-stepping? Now, anyway, I got to pee. Be right back, guys. 1 sec.
Red Baron says mercy buckets. Spectre says well, it's been a week since my cat's passing. Still getting used to her not running the place, hey hey. So, how about them Bears? Heck of a game. Two-stepping says welcome back.
All right, thank you, bud. Unlock. Had to get some fresh water too. Everybody's starting to stir here at the house. They're all waking up.
Big White Wolf says how about them, Strohs. Doc says you didn't mute the mic.
I did
think
too.
you have a prostate problem, LMAO.
I did too, Doc. I did too. Mute the mic.
Spectre says Hula made it. I told you he would.
All right, let's do a little more cleaning up on this dude here. Woo! What are we going to do next? We may even do a hollow form. Why, just flip the script a little bit, do a little hollow form. I don't know.
Two-stepping says they look he gave when he left made me think he didn't make it.
No.
Doc says at Spectre 326 what did he make? Number 1 or 2 lol. Two-stepping says 3. Big White Wolf says lol, as was once told to Adam Sandler, they make things for that flow control.
They
Doc
do.
says 3 LMAO.
They do. Clean this up a little bit. Just clean it up just a little bit.
Spectre says if it was 3, he'd be holding the Pepto.
Right. One, two, oh no, three, oh crap, three. Make sure it's looking all right. Not sure.
Doc asks, I love that bowl. Can you go ahead and send that to me?
Go ahead and send it to you. Well, Doc, it's going. You just haven't seen
Two
nothing
Stepping
yet.
says, Ralph, how's the Buick?
Ralph, how's the Buick? Wait, what? What am I thinking of the Christmas Story?
Spectre says, yeah, better get at D0C7's address to ship that thing. Doc says puke equals Buick.
Oh. All right. A couple little spots here. Make sure they're all purty. Make sure they're all purty.
Two Stepping says Ralph equals Ralphing or puking.
Ah, got you. Got you. Little extra TLC, that one spot right there.
Doc says sometimes you got to draw hula pictures lol.
Well, I am doing 50 million things and carrying on multiple conversations at one time, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Spectre asks better expressed as, Ralph, how's the Buick?
See, I didn't know if you guys were talking about Spaceballs, because I was thinking Spaceballs. But I can't remember the dog's name. So that's what I was kind of thinking. While I was trying to figure out how to clean that one little spot up on this bowl.
Bath. Big White Wolf says bath.
Bath,
Two
okay.
Stepping asks bath the morgue.
There you go.
Doc says it's Spectre 326, then again hula might be this old lol. Big White Wolf says he's a morgue.
That's what y'all were saying earlier that made me think about Ralph. And I was trying to think. Anyway, I'll just.
Spectre says half man, half dog. Big White Wolf says half man, half man's best friend.
Half man, half man's best friend. All right, we're getting close to 400 grit. And then we're ready to flip this dude over and get the bottom done. All right. Makes that transition
Two
looks all
Stepping
right.
says if there is one thing I have learned from watching horror films, it's to never moon a werewolf. It will bite you in the butt every time.
Oh my God. So they say, sir. So they say. I have no experience in that, so I couldn't.
Big White Wolf says I miss John Candy now. Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a funny dude, man. Very, very funny dude. All right, 400 grit. Have we decided food grade or non-food grade? I'm kind of leaning towards non-food grade. Just a Danish shore finish. So it could be used
Spectre says we need a show him the door card for when bad jokes drop.
I'm leaning towards Danish shore. Use it as like a general bowl. But you could use it like a food grade bowl. like a fruit bowl, candy dish, decorative piece.
Two Stepping says I'm proud to say that I have just been made honorary president of the Tourette's Society. I'm to be sworn in next week.
Oh my God. Hey, for the record, I didn't realize it, but I'm self-diagnosed. But I apparently have roller coaster Tourette's. That's the last time I was on one. I really had a really bad case of roller coaster Tourette's. All right, if we're going to do a wet, if I'm doing food grade, I want to wet sand it.
That one was Brett Spectre 326 lol.
Oh, couple spots right there. You almost got away with it. I saw you. I caught you.
Spectre says first time I've ever heard of roller coaster Tourette's.
Yep, I got him bad. Probably one of the reasons why I don't do roller coasters.
Can you describe it?
Yeah, it's like completely total lose control of the words that come out your mouth when you're on a roller coaster. It's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. I didn't realize I had it until the last time I was on a roller coaster, and then I realized I had a bad case of roller coaster Tourette's.
Lol.
True story. But I don't do roller coasters either.
Big White Wolf says if you've ever heard a sailor cuss, multiply it. Two Stepping says there is also haunted house Tourette's and deep sea fishing Tourette's.
You know, I don't mind the haunted houses. That was actually, believe it or not, me and my kid brothers, our favorite thing to do every Halloween for years was to go have some beers and have somebody drive us around, and we would go to the haunted houses. That's what we love to do. We love to have a couple beers and go to haunted houses. And we'd have so much fun just cracking jokes with everybody, making the people there laugh. You know, just we always are one of our favorite things to do. So a haunted house that really doesn't bother me. Fish and stuff that don't bother me. Deep sea. The only problem is I do remember I got drunk on a pirate ship. That is a 100% true story. I mean 100% factual. I've actually gotten drunk on a pirate ship. And I remember having sea legs for like the next 2 or 3 days afterwards. I'm not sure if it's from all the alcohol I drank on that daggum ship.
Blacksmith Pop says morning at Texas Shula and
Morning!
everyone.
How you doing, Blacksmith Pop? Good morning, bud.
Two Stepping says I was thinking of the early 80s haunted houses, when they could grab yar and stuff.
Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Blacksmith Pop, how you doing, sir? I got a feeling I'm going to do some day drinking today. I think we're going...
But the deep sea fishing one is when you fall in with a shark.
Oh, what?
Spectre says I need to correct a big oversight I've made this morning.
What's
I
that?
must get my second cup of coffee. Running late this morning.
You need to get that coffee going, bud. Get that coffee going.
Big White Wolf says I remember going through the haunted houses as a teen, and all the teen gals grabbing onto anyone they could for safety.
Yes.
Blacksmith Pop says a friend of mine retired from the fire department and just got accepted to be a chainsaw guy at a haunted place.
This guy said there's a chainsaw. Nice, dude. Who are you? I'm the chainsaw guy. I used to love them. There was a couple of places here that actually, when me and my brother would go,
He was so happy.
it's
Cartoon
fun.
One says good morning, Hula.
Morning, Cartoon Man. How you doing, bud? I know I got offered jobs. Every time we would go to the haunted house, I always was offered jobs. Like, hey, you want to work here? Nah, I'm good. We used to have a lot of fun. I used to love just cutting up with people at those things. Cartoon Man, what you know good, bud? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, all y'all. Happy Sunday, fun day. Yeah,
Two Stepping says had an argument with the guy who I bought some orthopedic shoes from, but realized I was wrong as I put him on. I now stand corrected. Cartoon Man One says, hey, just kicking back Toba C.
Hey, heard that dude. Good day to do it. I'm planning on being a bum after the stream today. I'm just gonna take it easy. Maybe watch a movie. I don't know. I may watch some more Ghosts this afternoon in this heat. I got a steak, 2 ribeyes in the fridge doing mock dry aging right now. Those should be good and go. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty ass bowl, dude. This is going to be a pretty bowl. What a pretty dude. Let's flip it over. I think we're about where we need to be. That looks pretty darn good. I'm tickled with it. Score! Look here, 1 year in the making. April, actually it was April of last year when we first did it. Give you guys a. That's gonna be 2 black walnut pieces we're gonna put finish on today. You guys a better view here.
Two-stepping yells winner winner, chicken dinner.
Look at that dude right there. Is that not freaking pretty, man? I cannot wait to see finish on this dude. This is going to be a handsome
Revamped
dude.
Drive DT837 yells what's
Hey,
shaking.
what's up, Revamp?
Two-stepping says epic.
What's
Red Baron
up?
says nice.
Thank you, Red. Hey, this what's cool about this piece right here, Red. This is black walnut. An older gentleman.
Blacksmith Pop says nice bowl. I missed what kind of wood this
Black
is.
walnut. Revamp. Let's go, bud. Big shot. Revamp. 32 months, dude. Revamp, we're doing good, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Guys, Revamp is a streamer. He actually does a bunch of UFC fighting stuff. It's really cool how he does it. You can actually have your own guy fighting in the thing. And he has a big series going on. Go check the dude out. Thank you, Purple. Wonder Boy. That would make a good ring. It would be a one giant ring, though. It'd be a giant. So this is actually black walnut. Hadn't put finish on it yet, but when we put finish, it's going to darken way up. And this is a stunning piece of black walnut. Has a really epic story behind it. So an old man, he realized the tree fell over into the Cossatot River. The old man realized what it was. He wrapped the chain around it on his tractor to hold on to it. He cut the top of it. The top went down the river. He drug the rest of it up on the bank. And he wound up sat there for 2 or 3 years. And the old man hit me up and he said, hey, dude, I got this log. It's been sitting out there. I'm not sure how good it is anymore. But if you can make anything out of it, I'll give you the entire log if you make me 2 bowls. So I've already made him 2 bowls, one for his granddaughter, one for his friend. And this is one of the bowls out of it right there. So this literally is a black walnut bowl with one hell of a story to get to where it's sitting right here right now.
Two-stepping says love the grain character on it.
I can't wait to put finish on this dude here. And actually, it's the same wood as this yarn bowl. So we got this yarn bowl here rocking and rolling. We're going to put finish on today. It's done. We just got to put finish. Look at there. 2 black walnut pieces today. You would think that I got a thing for black walnut. I love black walnut. Revamped, I appreciate you, dude. I hope you're doing good, man.
Let's go.
Let's get. Do a little.
Revamped Dr. Death yells I am well.
Are you all geared up and ready for the cooler season, sir? Because I bumped into Jon Snow the other day. Kind of true story. I bumped into Jon Snow the other day, and he told me that winter's coming. And I was like, you kidding, right? And he said, no.
Alamander70 says once you stain him, the grain will PO.
Oh, my goodness,
Revamped Dr. Death yells I love cold weather.
You love it?
Spectre says cup number 2 secured.
Let's go.
Now I can withstand all the excitement here.
Let's go.
Alamander70 says pop.
Hey, it's going to pop, Alamander, yeah. We're going to use Danish oil on it. Not woods like that right there, we're not going to put any kind of stain. We're just going to put a natural, epic oil on it. And let that dude just...
Two-stepping says winter is coming.
That's what Jon Snow said the other day. He was waiting on and on about it. And I was like, John, okay, dude, I got to go, John. I don't have time to chit-chat right now. I got things to do. And he's like, you know nothing. And I said, you know nothing, Jon Snow. And he says, anyway, it got awkward. John's a nice guy, though.
Did he touch OYU with his blade?
He did not touch me with his blade. That's just weird.
You. Spectre says I'm going to get legal name changed to Jon Snow now.
You're gonna change.
Revamped Dr. Death yells I told him get back on the wall.
That's right. Tell him to get back on the wall, sir. Get back on the wall. Oh my goodness. Hey, is anybody else, speaking of which, anybody else watching House of Dragons?
Spectre yells we need you on that wall.
I may, hopefully I'll stay. I think here lately, I don't even watch it on Sunday nights. I went to watch it on Monday nights. So that way I don't like halfway fall asleep.
Alamander70 says woodworking noob here stains. Oils, it's all Greek to me.
Oh, no, you're good,
Two-Stepping
Alamander.
says I'm behind on it.
You're good, Alamander. So a stain basically adds pigmentation to the wood. So what it basically does, it gives it another color. An oil will actually seep into the grains itself and actually accents and brings out the actual grain that's there. I don't do a whole lot of
Red Baron
dyes.
says I will say it again like I said it before. Dude, you're amazing at this stuff. Anybody who own one of your bowls, etc. sure are damn lucky.
Hey, Red, man, I look
Spectre
here.
says now that I have some money coming in, I'm going to resub to HBO Max and watch HOD.
Red, I appreciate you, dude, but with that being said, though, Red, there ain't nothing I'm doing that nobody else could do as well, and I really mean that. I think anybody can do what I do. Even Miss Hoop. Miss Hoop could do it. I think she just pretty much did that hunt. Like, what's up, chick?
Two-Stepping says well, they can try at least.
Do what? I'm making a bowl. What are you doing? Did y'all have a good time last night at the party? Oh, yeah. I know I woke up and your mom was not in bed. I was like, why is your mom not in bed with me? And then I realized she's in the living room. I'm like, what are you doing up?
Purple
and she said, I'm
Daisy
waiting.
says he taught LMA how to turn in basically a day. Doc says Mrs. Hula can't do this. It doesn't have anything to do with shoes.
I know,
Lol
right?
JK.
Doc said you couldn't do this, man, because it has nothing to do with shoes.
Yeah, I didn't want Bella to get up and be freaking out, so.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'll take Sarah and we'll cook breakfast.
Cook breakfast. Holy sweet niblets. Let's go. Full send. I think Miss Hoop mentioned something about breakfast burritos yesterday.
Red Baron says no dude at the time. Effort and love you put in that makes them special.
Hey. You know, Red, thank you, Red. All kidding aside, dude. I quit woodworking years ago because I thought people just didn't give a damn. Like, why should I make a handcrafted...
Two-Stepping says praise for Doc Seven's carcass and it lies in pieces from Hoop's knife.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but I actually quit woodworking years ago because I was like, why create something if you can't share it? You know, I mean, yeah, it's cool to make something that's useful for you, and I'm all about that there. But,
Doc says it Two-Stepping lol.
but why even, dude, if you can't share it, you know, it's just, and I like sharing it. So I quit for many years. I came back, and luckily, I thank Twitch. Twitch is one of a big asset to me actually getting my mojo back, to be honest with you. It's due to all y'all hanging out with me and cutting up with me and encouraging me and pushing me, challenging me. And then I start coming up with even more crazy ideas, which is typical. I do come up with crazy ideas every now and then. All right, let's double check. I think we're good. Let me double check my depth here. This is my handy dandy super epic depth gauge that I use to figure out my depth, and my ring's probably gonna go right. The top of my ring's gonna be on this bottom of this here. So we're gonna cut through that. That's gonna be the top of my ring right there. We should be good. We should be good. Humbled, Red. I really sincerely appreciate the kind words, man. I love making things. I love sharing things.
Two-Stepping says I challenge Hula to carve a stump-sized Santa for Christmas, then tell Hoops the skeleton she wanted is inside it.
No, hold on. Wonderlust sent me a video yesterday, and it was what to do with a 12-foot skeleton. And they were literally taking the damn thing to like Hobby. They were taking it in the car everywhere they went, and it showed the damn skeleton and she said, like shopping, and she said, show it to Hoop. And I'm like, no,
LMAO.
no. I like, no. She needs no encouragement. No, thank you, Miss Wonderlust. No, ma'am. Show it to Hoop. Like, no.
Purple Daisy says I sent the video to Hoop myself.
Did-
Nina, Two Stepping says DM being sent to Hoop now.
Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. All y'all, the girl needs help as it is. The girl she has an addiction. She has a problem. She don't need that in her lives, guys.
Jock says all it takes is one tag in Discord.
If she, the Discord could mysteriously disappear from her phone. Discord could mysteriously disappear from her
Purple
phone.
Daisy says, dude, I sent it to Hoop like less than 5 minutes after Wanderlust sent it to me.
She said show it to Hoop. I'm like, no. I'm not doing it. Lou, good morning, Miss Lou. Good morning, Lou. Thanks for that resub,
Jock
girl.
says lol. Mistress Mink asks would you rather her want a 12-foot rooster instead?
Well, you know, Mistress Mink, it's almost like, would you rather drown or catch on fire? How would you like to go? And I'm like, how about
Two Stepping
neither?
says lol.
How about neither? I don't want either one of those. I want to go quietly in my sleep, just like my grandfather did. Not kicking and screaming like everybody else in the back of the car. Just kidding. Luke, I hope you're doing good, girl. Guys,
How about a 12-foot rooster skeleton hula?
oh my God. Y'all have problems. Y'all have problems. Luke, I hope you're doing good, girl. Hey, I saw you were streaming yesterday. Was that yesterday you were streaming? Let's get her bottom ring set.
So not fire or drowning, you'd just be steamed.
Well, something like that. Something like that. Would you rather? Look, no, I'd rather, not rather.
Loop 18 says doing pretty good. Yesterday was a long fun day with girls and now I'm sore today, but
All
it
right.
was worth it.
What did y'all do yesterday? That looks pretty good. That looks good. Looks good.
Friday I did a quick little stream with the girls.
All right, what were y'all doing? Guys, Miss, oh my goodness, Luke, my brain is like literally, you can tell when I'm in maximum concentration mode. Luke is an incredible crocheter. Incredible fiber art. Is it cool to say fiber artist? We have a lot of epic oh no, we were not like that.
We went to Boo Fest at the zoo and then went to a Halloween bowling party.
Boo Fest. That's pretty cool. I wish we had a zoo around here.
Purple Daisy says Loops is one of our OG hookers.
She is one of our OG hookers, without a doubt. Most definitely. I commissioned Luke's, was about 2 years ago, I think. She actually made a Paisley and a Rebel. For folks who don't know, that's our dogs. She made a Paisley and a Rebel, and she made Duck ugly cry. Like Christmas morning, Duck literally did ugly cry Christmas morning.
Loops Loop 18 says stream on Friday was pure chaos with the kids, so didn't really do anything but chat lol.
I heard that. I can understand that. I totally understand that. Totally understand that. All right, let's see how this looks. Let me double check my tightness here. I should have done that before. Make sure everything's good and tight. I did this the other day, and apparently my stuff got discombobulated, and it did something weird. It took me about 30 minutes to fix the boo-boo. No good. Luke, I appreciate you, girl. Sincerely do. Let's get this end piece out of here.
Two-stepping asks, what did you do?
Well, for some reason, when I took the tailstock out,
Touch a button.
no, I didn't touch a button. I took the tailstock out, off, the whole thing just kind of started rocking. I'm like, oh no, what is that? So I couldn't put the tailstock back on because it had put a dot right in the middle of it. So what I basically did is I kind of reset it. I reset it and I returned it the best I possibly could. I got it straightened out. Everything came up perfectly fine. But I was like a little...
Loop18 says, well, I appreciate you in this community too.
Hey, well, girl, you're definitely one of the crew. Most definitely one of the crew. And guys, if you're not following Miss Loop Slips, go show that girl some love. Very, very talented young lady. Very talented. In fact, I need to borrow some talent. Let's make sure we're still on here. We don't want nothing coming off flying. Not that the cold jaws make me nervous. The cold jaws make me nervous. Man, that almost looks like a nice, pretty little ring on the bottom of a bowl.
Blacksmith Pop says, now following at Loop18.
Thank you, Bud Blacksmith. I appreciate it. Let's get one for Black.
Jock says, no W hammies.
No whammies. Let's get one for Blacksmith Pop as
says,
well.
I sent you all mine hula. Should last you about 3 seconds.
Oh, 3 seconds? So you're saying use sparingly. Is that what you're saying? Use very sparingly. We'll do a negative rate scraper, get all this kind of cleaned up here. Negative reiki, scrapey. What do we want to do next? Now is a really good question. I got a big old hunk that's going to make a big giant
all
freaking
my
mess.
talent is now yours. Worth 3 seconds.
3
Blacksmith
seconds.
Pop says, thank you for the sew.
Hey.
At two-stepping in at Purple Daisy 977.
Blacksmith Pop, dude, you are a really cool dude. You hang out in a lot of streams. You're always a lot of fun. And I sincerely appreciate you, my friend. All right, we're doing now, saving us a little sandpaper. In this corner here as best I can.
Red says, howdy hula. Hope you're fine. Gonna go into
Hey!
lurk right away as work needs to be done.
All right, Red. I'm doing good, my friend. Thank you for that lurk, mi amigo. And buenos dias, or buenos tardes to you. It's buenos tardes time for you. It's still buenos dias for me. I think I'm gonna open that garage door. I think we may just go ahead and open that, get some fresh sunlight in here, because it was dark when I first started this morning. So all my neighbors can see me talking to nobody. Let's do that. I'm sure all my neighbors probably think I'm nuts.
Two-stepping says, by the way, at Loop18, Grogu keeps taking the ball off my shifter. Advice on making him stop. Hard to drive my fake truck otherwise. Revamped Dr. Death says, I do that all the time.
I do it all the time. Well, revamp. I did have one of my neighbors finally hit me up and said, do you stream? And I said, yeah, I stream from the shop. And they were like, I knew it. I knew it. Let's get a good transition here.
Loop18 says, lol, at two-stepping, get a new ball for your shifter. Two-stepping says, lols.
See how that looks there. Looking pretty clean, guys. Looky there. Looking pretty clean. Let's go. Let's go. Look at it. It's such a pretty day out there. Man. Hell yeah. We got a pretty bowl sitting here. It's a pretty day outside.
Clean as a whistle.
We'll close. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it whistle clean here shortly. So I got another one of these black walnut chunks we can dig into. I have a big hunking log over there that I'm not sure what exactly it's going to be. I'll be honest with you. But I'm kind of curious what we can make out of it. This 240 may be kind of gone. See if we can't make this thing pretty.
Well, you didn't say no to the stump size, Santa.
Well, I'm not doing the stump side. No, I just did. I just totally no, sir. Totally no. That's a big negative there, Ghost Rider. I'm really kind of bummed out that big old hunk of black walnut over there is no good. I think we're going to do a hollow form. Next. Just something that I could make everybody's teeth chatter a little bit, or make my teeth chatter, I should say. Look at you trying to be all
Hurt
pretty.
Dead says hello, everyone.
Hey, Hurt. Good morning, man. How you doing, bud? See if you can't make my teeth chatter a little bit. That next piece. Happy Sunday there, Hurt. What you know good?
Asks, how bad is the check? Do we need to call the cops?
We may. It's like severely bounced. It's to the point where I'm going to cut a couple of pieces out of it, and I'm going to burn the rest. The rest of it is going to go up in a flaming. It's just going up in flames. Which we're going to be doing a fire pit stream soon. I'm torn. Okay, here's something, guys. I'm torn. For Halloween, I thought about doing a werewolves game.
Could it be made into wands?
Some of it could, but it's got some gnarly checks in it. I'm gonna try to save a couple pieces for some bud vases, but other than that, man, it's like you've been burnt so many times that it's almost like, is it worth the energy? Is it even worth the energy? When you got projects you could be making with wood you have, and I'm not sure if it's worth the energy. Luckily with the bandsaw, I can cut some bud vases, some taller bud vases out of it. But that's going to be about all I'm going to get. I'm not fighting the checks. Not doing it. Hey, RH, thanks for that follow, RH. I appreciate that. Just not sure if it's going to be worth my time.
But you're young, Hula. You should be overflowing with energy.
Well, you know what? I stay extremely busy. Boredom is never a word that I think I've ever really used in a very, very long time. I don't understand boredom. But with that being said, I don't fully agree, but I have heard one guy say one time
Revamped Dr. Death says, I remember one of the first times you blew up a piece of wood.
Oh, my goodness, yeah, I do remember that. I remember it as well, dude. Like it was yesterday. Or it was the very last stream of 2019. That was one of them. That was a big boom. That was, of course, a very big boom. Grumbles! Hey, Crazy Cat Lady, good morning, girl. How you doing? My boy Grumbles. Mi amigo, mi compadre. What is going on, Grumbles? All the grumblers, y'all come on in here. Hey, Grumbles, did you get...
Oh, man, welcome. Come on in.
Let's go. Thank you for the big shout out, my boy Grumbles the Dwarf. Thank you, guys. Hold on. Alethian.
Purple Daisy says, hide the Guinness. The dwarf just snuck in.
The dwarf just snuck in. Oh, my God. Let's go. Lazy Moful. Raylan, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you. Scary. Thanks for that follow. Grumbles, how was your stream?
Purple Daisy 977. I'm already on it.
Dr. Barry O, come on in here. Grumbles, how was your stream, mi amigo? And by the way, did you ever move? I still don't understand the reason why there's an outhouse right next to
Grumbles
the
ain't
shop.
getting my Guinness again.
We're hide the Guinness. Grumbles is here.
Reckless Rat says good morning, hula, and all you
Morning.
wonderful people.
Morning, Reckless. Damn good to see you, my friend. Good morning, bud. How you doing? Whoa! Only last month I was drinking here. Phrasing.
Purple Daisy says morning at Reckless Rat and Guinness.
Phrasing, Grumbles.
Spectre
Phrasing.
asks streaking.
Grumbles, how are you doing? Guys, come on in here. Grumbles, how was your stream, dude?
Two-stepping says, oh lord, a dwarf streaking.
There's nothing to see here, son. Just a dwarf streaking.
Grumbles the dwarf says good vibes bud. Had a really fun, chilled stream. We're into our second winter with the clan.
Would you... Dude, Miss Hoop just literally just threatened me with a big old sausage. I'm not even making that up. I am...
Two-stepping says you earned this one.
Yeah, we'll take it a quick break. We will definitely... Grumbles!
Purple Daisy says jiggity. Grumbles
She
the
did!
dwarf says workshop has been upgraded. You have doors and everything.
I don't-
Currently minus 5C in there, but hey.
Hey, but
Spectre says
I can do
Grumbles
it.
were mug.
I can do it. I just realized my gifts have expired. Waiting on my new credit card. Other one, Crazy Cat. It's all good, girl. Just hang out. I'm perfectly good with just hanging out. Don't cost nothing to watch. Nothing at all, Crazy Cat Lady. Grumbles, thank you very much. And guys, if you're in the stream and you're not following my boy, good friend Grumbles the Dwarf, absolutely, I tell you what, I was just a damn good brother is what he is. He's good soul, as good as they get. I love good vibes, and that's the reason why I spend so much time with Grumbles.
Reckless Rat says threatened with a sausage. There are worse things.
Oh, did you just
Grumbles
went with
the
the
dwarf
worst?
says I built a whole new poop house. It is at least 3 meters further back from the workshop now.
Thank you, Grumbles. I
Two-stepping
appreciate
says
that.
hula white face near top of stash.
I got black walnut on my. I got black walnut. We're working with black walnut today, guys. One of my favorite woods, but it loves to leave its mark. Grumbles, thank you for building us a new shitter, not next to the outside door. Then again, with that being
Spectre
said,
yells and grumbles is totally easy on the eyes. Did I just say that out loud? Oh my.
awkward. But guys, definitely go check out my good friend Grumbles. I absolutely think the world of that dude. And I literally, you know what's funny?
Oh no, you busted.
We were literally, when we mentioned something about,
Two-stepping says at Spectre 326.
we're talking about daydreaming, you know, about making trips overseas
Spectre
and
says
stuff
less
like that.
than awkward. Greater than. Grumbles the dwarf says you flatterer. You.
Do it, babe.
Amazon delivery?
No Amazon delivery. No, ma'am, not yet. We were actually talking about going to see Germany, and exactly we were both talking about we can go see Grumbles. So that's like, if we ever do make a trip to Germany, we are definitely going. He's gonna have to give me the passcode to get in his underground layer that he has there in Germany or Germania, and see if we can't like do the secret knock. Just gotta let me know the secret knock to get in.
Big
Grumbles.
White Wolf says Germany won't let you in. Your package is too large.
Well, they did.
Two-stepping says LMAO.
Well, that was a situation. I'm sure.
Cajun Dragon says coffee.
I'm sure I can work it out with the German government now.
Mistress Mink asks, are you going to leave your package at the border?
I maybe, Mistress Mink. If it comes down to them not allowing me into the Germany because my package is too big, that would be a major thing. I don't know. Sometimes I'm pretty attached to my package. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm pretty attached to it, and I don't know about leaving it behind. But Grumbles, thank you guys. And all the new folks and all the new followers, thank you guys. My name's Hula. We're taking a little break. We do this because I normally stand for like 5-6 hours, and we do a little break time to actually get me sit down, which is really nice. It's nice
Two-stepping
change.
says you're married. It's removable.
Well, parts of it is in Mrs. Hold on. No, wait a minute. What are we
Spectre
talking
asks,
about?
Mrs. Hoop can carry it in her purse.
What
Yes.
are we talking about? Did I tell you about the time that she threatened to take my man card? And I said, you already have my man card. And she said, oh, that's right. I forgot to check my purse. I'm going to take away your man card. You already have my
Big White
man
Wolf
card.
says she does carry at least one knife.
She does. Grumbles, thank you again, my friend. I appreciate it. We're working on a black walnut bowl with a really cool story behind it. So it's actually a twice-turned bowl. We first turned it April of last year. And for folks who don't know, when wood dries, it warps and it does all this kind of twisting. So we do what we call a twice
Two-stepping
turn.
says, is Hoop's first name Lorena?
No,
LMAO.
but she does say that Bobbitt was one of her heroes, without a doubt. She told me that when we first started